Miscellaneous minds, never explaining the minds. Devilish grin for my alias, aliens who respond. Peddling sin, thinking maybe when you get old you realize I'm not gonna fold or demise. I don't smoke crack, motherfucker, I sell it.
What is going on, everybody? This is the Miscellaneous Minds Podcast. I'm your co-host, Boom Gato, the cat that hands you 2 weeks back. And to my left over here is the main man, assistant Nero, the man that makes the fat stacks. Together we form the dynamic duo that won't die. Deadly ideas, brother, and spicier content than your girl's only fan.
What is going on, everybody? Before we get into tonight's topic, please make sure to like, comment, hate, subscribe, DM us about the bullshit. And with that, let's get right into it. Giving you your 2 weeks back. Almost like we're quitting, but in this case, it's a cancellation. Concord for the PS5 got canceled. After just 2 weeks, listen. I am a big PlayStation guy. My man here can attest. In the console wars, I definitely took the side of PlayStation. Over the years, I personally feel like PlayStation has been the better console of all of them that have been out there. Don't get me wrong. I have owned the GameCubes. I actually own the original Xbox as well. I own the Switch now, so on and so forth. You know, I've picked them up. I've gotten the Wii U's, all that good stuff. I have others, but I did always side mostly with PlayStation. With that being said, listen, this is a rare PlayStation L, but it's an L nonetheless. For a game that you put so much time into, 8 years, I'm understanding if my man here told me correctly, and then to cancel it just 2 weeks in is abysmal. It is abysmal. And listen, don't get me wrong, we're all going to take the occasional L. I get it. It happens. But again, listen, when you invest so much time and money into one thing and then it just goes out the window, it's not a whole lot that I can say about that. I'm not going to lie to you. I didn't even play the bad boy. I feel it wasn't really my milieu. But listen, again, I acknowledge when there's L's on my side, and this is a clear L on the side of PlayStation. Now, I understand the CFO made some interesting comments that I'm going to let my man here tune you in on about this whole thing, which further kind of maybe gives a little bit of light into the thinking of how these games get made. Tell him what's up, my man.
All right, so it was Sony's Japanese chief financial officer, Hiroki Totoki, that said something along the lines of, as far as branching off games into multimedia such as movies, shows, animes, Sony really doesn't have a whole lot of IPs to build on, which a lot of people were saying, like, dog, mind-blowing L take, because if you look at the entire back catalog of games that Sony isn't even using, but they still have the rights over, like God of War, Ghost of Tsushima, Twisted Metal, Jak and Daxter, Sly Cooper, Ratchet and Clank, Uncharted, you can already make a better show than the movie that we already had. And look, some people are like, okay, but some of those are old franchises. Like, okay, then why does that explain the show that was based on Twisted Metal that we've had like three or so years ago? People said that was a good show, and that was based off a property that hadn't had a game since 2008. So to say that you have no IPs left, and especially, look, this is coming after that the release of Concord, which again, for reference point, it took about 8 years of them to make. They actually had canceled another game that they had in the works just to spend more development time on this one. I think it was a new Crash Bandicoot game that would have incorporated, Spyro as well. So a Crash Bandicoot and Spyro game could have been coming out instead of this. And look, maybe you might think, okay, maybe it's one of those ones where they like, hey, it was just in an odd time. It released in a bad schedule, because to be fair, it did release around the same time as Black Myth Wukong. Which, look, I'm gonna go ahead and say this: for Concord to be the game that it was a hero-based squad shooter that already had like a lineup of cosmetics. You're already trying to build up cosmetics and transactions from the get. So we already kind of know they were trying to make the same money that Call of Duty makes, that Apex Legends makes, that Grand Theft Auto 5 makes. They were trying to get that transaction money. But Black Myth Wukong outsold them by like millions. And Black Myth Wukong doesn't have any transactions. It's a complete game right from the get-go. And look, maybe you want to say, okay, but maybe Black Myth Wukong wasn't exactly a Sony exclusive. Of course they're going to lose out to that. Astrobot legit is coming out in like a week after Concord, and that's already getting 94 on Metacritic. So you can't tell me, okay, maybe it was a different game that was stealing their money. No, they were already going to have another game lined up a week after Concord was set to release, and it's already getting raving reviews, and it's already a Sony property game. It's their in-house studio making this game, and they're already looking to get some of their money back based on this. But to already have a game that you already know is rife for trying to be money hungry and siphon as much money as it can out of you, to in the matter of not even a week the game's gonna die out. Major L for the CFO to be having this take, and an L for Sony to not realize what kind of mistake they were making by making a soulless cash grab of a game just to try and siphon off as much money as they can out of the consumer base.
Listen, I'm going to be 100% honest with you guys. The one big mistake that a lot of companies are making now is they're immediately jumping into, how do we make money off of this? If you go back to when they used to make games and quality games, they'd get a lot of money from us, DLCs, so on and so forth, simply because they were giving us a good game. When you focus on making your clients happy and focus on them making an enjoyable game for the customer base, you're going to get more money from me. Listen, I'll be honest with you. I bought the DLC for every freaking Fallout game. I bought the DLC for Skyrim. I bought so many things. Astrobot. I actually owned the VR version of it. I thought it was awesome. Listen, when you focus on making a good quality product for the people that already enjoy the product that came before it, you're going to make money off of it. You don't need to do this thing. What's that? Kill the Justice League. Perfect good example. Kill the Justice League just reported even more losses. What was it? Maybe 2-3 days ago. And they just can't find a way because nobody likes that. Everybody can see right through it that all you're trying to do is suck money from us, and it's annoying. Game companies, focus on quality games and you will make money from us. Look, I'm ashamed to admit how much money I've given Apex. I will say that right now. I enjoy the game thoroughly, and they have gotten, if the game would have originally sold for $65, they've gone their game 15-fold. So listen, you don't even need a charge, as that's the perfect example. You don't even need to charge for a game to make money off the consumer base if you make a quality product. And with that, make sure to like, comment, hate, subscribe, DM us about the bullshit, and
Until next time, get rest and stay blessed. We'll see you on the next one.